Hey everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to share all of the polishes that I wore for the month of February. It was a great month with lots of love-inspired manicures. I had so much fun with my new love-inspired stamping plate. I know I'll be using it year-round though, because this world always needs a little more love. But without further ado, let me just show you what I was wearing this past month. The first one was a stamping mani with this beautiful Colores de Carol. This one is a white crelly with all kinds of red glitters. There are hex glitters as well as some red bar glitters. And this one is called Lychee Jelly from the Exotic Fruits collection. It was an ongoing series that was featured in Hella Handmade Creations in 2021. And it also has a light greenish, yellowish type of shimmer, but it is very light. It is really fun. I wore it with the XOXO pattern and I loved that manicure so much. The next one was a Funky Fingers. This one is a super cute crelly with a lot of light colors, and there's like a pink gray type of color combo going on. This one has, again, multiple different glitters. We have some hollow bars, some hollow hex glitters. We've got white squares, we've got white hexes. It's a blast, and I drew some little hearts and painted them in. This one is called Betcha I'm a Unicorn. This one is super fun, and I really like the way this looked on the nail. I'm pretty sure it took 3 or 4 coats, but it was well worth it. I loved this manicure as well. The next one was my only Dermalect polish. It is a kind of pine green. It's a really dark army type of green by Dermalect. And this one, I don't have a label on it if there ever was one. I'm not sure. I actually got this one through a D-stash, but I wore it with a topper from the Dollar Tree, and I'm glad I took a picture of it with that polish because I am packing up for a move right now, and I think I packed that one up. That one is from LA Colors from the Dollar Tree, and I paired it with this one. It wasn't my super favorite, but it was okay. The next mani was also a stamping mani, and it was okay as well. I didn't super love it. Once I got the design on, I realized that the hearts were kind of indiscernible, so I went over it again to kind of give it a webbed texture effect. I didn't like it on the whole hand, so I ended up going in and doing some accent nails of one full color that was used in that manicure. These are 2 of my Julep Project polishes, and these both have been rolled out. I did get my uses out of these, but along the journey I found that this one is a really good stamping polish, so I'm excited for that. Considering it is the Pantone color of the year, that's really cool too. And yeah, so I'll be using that for stamping more often now that I know that it's so rich for that purpose. But this mani ended up being pretty good once I did do the accent color fingers. And yeah, it was another Valentine's mani. It just didn't look ultra Valentine's. This next one, I used 2 polishes with a very similar finish from the same collection from Alchemy Lacquers. Both of these polishes have flakes and shift, and they are from the Moonshard collection. I have Calypso and Hyperion here, and both of them are super beautiful. In this light, you're not going to be able to see the shift, but they are really pretty. And I decided to do them in kind of a Skittle fashion, but I put over some bright red hearts, and I used Believe Beauty's Hot Chicken for that part of the stamping. And yeah, I really liked this one as well. It didn't last ultra long. I was pretty hard on my hands, so it didn't last forever, but it was super cute while it did. Really liked this one. I really loved most of my Love Manis. This next one was super cute. This is one that I would definitely repeat again. I loved this one, and it did last quite some time. I started with a julep polish, which I was using in my project polish, and this one is a really nice summer coral color, but I gave it a little top of this kind of peachy coral color, and this is China Glaze's Tropic of Conversation. This one I feel like is a really good topper, as it does take quite a few coats to get it opaque. So I put that on top of this one, which did lighten it quite a bit. And then I put a crystal top coat on it. This one is the Sugar Speed Dry Top Coat B388 from Maniology. Yeah, this one is a really pretty topper. So I paired that, and together with these three, I got a really cute mani that I super loved with the word love on the tips. And it was a really precious manicure for sure. And here is my actual Valentine's Day manicure. I went back for these two colors. I really liked the way they worked together, and I did a super heart manicure where it was like all hearts all over, all shapes and sizes, and it was okay. I liked it, but I feel like it would have been better in different colors, even though these colors seem to work well together. This was an okay type of manicure. I feel like a more stronger contrast would have been better. Maybe a black over the silver, or even a blue or a yellow over this kind of magenta color. So it was okay, but it worked for Valentine's Day. The next manicure was a great combination of a wonderful indie polish, really shifty multi-chrome. I can see in the camera that it's really teal, but when I look at the bottle, it's super purple. So it's kind of one of those deep purple to teal kind of shifty polishes. And this one's by Saki Cosmetics. It's called Aurora. And I paired that one with this Pretty Woman polish. This one is a topper, and there is no name on it, but I will describe it. It's got some rose gold hex glitters, which are pretty small, and then it's got a bunch of shard type of flakies that are pure gold type of color, and I feel like it paired really well together. So I would definitely wear this together in combination again. It was just really regal looking and rich, and I really liked it. I really haven't worn my Saki much. I got it at Polish and Beauty Expo, and I do have another polish with that same color shift, but this one is darker and it gives more of like a vampy vibe than the other ones that give more of a royal vibe. This one is like a four coater, and that is another thing that has kind of made me not wear it as much, but the way that these two looked together, totally worth it. Definitely would do it again. The next polish, I really love this polish, and I've been waiting to wear it again for quite some time. This one is Pure Imagination. This one was a Polish Nook exclusive from the Willy Wonka collection. Last time I checked, about a week ago, that collection is still available on the Polish Nook, but the single polish, at least this one, is no longer available. So if you want this, like this, love this polish, the only way to get it is getting the whole collection. So this one is based off of Willy Wonka himself. This one is inspired by Willy Wonka's whimsy. I remember all of it because I just love this polish so much. It's so cute. It is one of my first jelly love type of polishes. I really didn't dig jellies much. I did find one purple jelly that I really loved, and it was chock full of glitters, and that's what made me realize I love jellies. I just need them to be full of glitters so that nail line can get really nice and opaque. So this one in particular was my second jelly love affair. So this one is another purple, but the assortment of glitters in here is crazy. There's just so much going on, but let's see if I can show you the glitters. There you go. So this one is just really magical, really magical. So I wore this one again. I really love it. It is by Coloris de Carol. And yeah, definitely in one of my favorite purple kind of categories. This next one came off of my winter rack. This polish does take a minute to build it up, like 3, 4 coats depending on your nail line, but it is magical. It is like a metallic almost pink, and then on really extreme angles you get almost an orange shift, which I wasn't expecting, but yeah, this one is Taurus by Pretty Women. I really love that collection. I actually did a whole swatch and review of that on my channel at some point, and this one definitely surprised me with that shift. Yeah, really nice pink polish. This next one I'm so excited about. It was one of the best manis. Oh my goodness. I really loved the combo here, and it was this Hershey's polish, which is in my project polish for my Mini Madness project right now. And it's kind of like a dusty, grayed off denim blue. It's really interesting color. I really enjoy it. And I topped it with this Sassy Cats lacquer. This one is a topper called Dino Loves Juliet. And this one came from the Smidgen of Us box from the Saturday cartoons release. And this one is really pretty. It's a pink iridescent flaky, and there are iridescent glitters in here. The flakies do give a golden tinge as well, and I really loved this one. I believe this also has a reflective glitter in there, but I may be wrong. There's just a lot going on, and it's easily become one of my new favorite toppers. I love it so much. This next one is actually the purple jelly that started it all for me that I mentioned here a couple manis back, and I just wore it with a little sticker. I really loved how simple but cute this turned out. It gave me total 90s vibes, but it is this little LA Colors. This was a 2-for-1 at the dollar store, and this is the one, again, that started my love for jellies, so I really love it. It is in my project right now for my Mini Madness, and yeah, really love that one. Definitely still has a place in my heart, and probably always will until it's gone. Lovely polish. These stickers too, these, I don't even know where I got them, but they're different than any other sticker. They don't have an adhesive, but they do stick to the polish itself, and it kind of transforms and melds into the polish, which is really interesting. I don't remember where I got them. I don't know what they are material-wise, but they are so cool. So I'll definitely be having more manicures featuring those in the future. The next one came off my winter rack, and I have been waiting to wear this polish since I got it. There is a few polishes with this kind of finish where it is some big hex glitters trapped within a ton of shimmer in kind of a more sheer base so that it builds up and gives you that really cool effect. This one is a Phoenix polish. Who would have guessed, right? One of my favorite brands. This one, really interesting with those yellow glitters in the shimmer. I don't know that I've seen much of that outside of Phoenix where they do that, but this one's from the Endless collection, and this one is called Destruction. It has a blue to green to kind of that seafoam kind of color like my blanket here. Really nice. I really enjoyed it, but it did take 4 coats, and it is one of those polishes that you can use up quick because it's in a 10 mil. This fill line that you see here is from 1 use, so I know that I may only get 10 to a dozen uses out of this polish, but really nice polish nonetheless. And my last manicure for this month was a deep, dark, chocolatey brown by Hershey's. And there's only a little bit of this polish left. I've really enjoyed it this winter season. And this one is also now in my project polish because I knew I would use it, my Mini Madness project. But this one, I really enjoy the way it looks with a flaky over it. And I got a new blue flaky topper. It's kind of a blue to purple, and over this dark color, it definitely gave more purple, blue on the extreme angle, and pink on the extreme angle. So really fun, and that is this Paparazzi brand. These are exclusively sold at CVS, and this one is just called Top Coat Glitter Iridescent Purple. And yeah, really lovely. This one has instantly become one of my favorite top coats. I have a few different toppers that really catch my attention, but this one looks good over everything that I've put it over, which is really hard to say. Not all toppers do that, but yeah, really in love with that. And the combo together was really different than I expected, and I ended up really liking this one. It lasted for quite a few days, and yeah, ready to move into March now that we are here. So definitely subscribe if you're not already. I do a monthly manis every month, and you will see everything that I've been wearing. And if you're following my project polishes, this is definitely the best way to see how I was using those polishes. But I've really enjoyed having you here today, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you've liked this video, let me know, give it a like. That helps the algorithm and helps all the other nail lovers find this content. But until next time, friends, thanks for hanging with me.